And also, I think you were exact when you say you got to be more proactive and looking for problems and bringing to the table solutions to the problem. It's just instead of just
Yep,
being here's a task and go do it, which is
exactly.
probably more the mindset of most Vietnamese employees.
And this is
Yeah,
something
I
that,
think,
I mean, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to mention real quick, this is something that we are working with ourselves, right? Because we're getting requests from employers who want to hire Vietnamese, right? And then they ask us, can you find these people for us? And one of the things that we've been asking our own community for is to, send us videos where they introduce themselves, 30 seconds, 1 minute, whatever, right? And I think one of the reasons why it takes people some time to sort of get around to doing this is because of this in a sense, very respectful, to some extent, very humble nature of a culture of the Vietnamese people. And I think especially the Vietnamese need to be aware that, many people have all the skills, they have all the ambition, they are the most hardworking people, most disciplined people in the world. But when you're dealing with Scandinavian companies that I know myself personally, but Western companies in general, they're like, come on, tell me what do you got, what do you want, what can you do? They don't care for people hiding, right? They want people to come out and tell them to their face where they can create value. So I think this is also something that, just as Anlam mentioned before, something where we could really help a lot of people if we were to provide them with a little more knowledge, little more capability when it comes to promoting oneself and getting into the face of these employers and telling them, where can I create value for you, right? Because we have to remember that one thing we can say about the Indians or the Philippines or the Indonesians is that they have been connected to Western employers, for especially the Indians, for longer time than the Vietnamese. So they have just gotten used to, I think, to a larger extent, to talking to Western employers in the way that Western employers want to be talked to. And I think we gotta make sure that Vietnamese talent sort of gets this as well, right? You need to be brave enough to tell these employers how you can create value.
Yeah, I think this is where the confidence that American has, right? Like they are just so, like, some people can be overconfident that we think they're cocky, but at the same time in work environment, especially for remote work, I think that will be an advantage. And more often, like, I know the culture play a big part in this, but at the same time, it's a learnable skill, right? Everyone can learn it, right? It's not like, again, it's not going to happen overnight, but at the same time, if you keep practicing every single day, it's going to work, right? And the thing from the years that I work with Western companies, right? We just need to say it out loud. Like, there's no room for, like, okay, let's not say it, and then they might guess it, or we just wait for them to say it. No, so it means that if you don't understand anything, you say it.